Hi, my name is Toufic Hinnawi and welcome to the first episode of the No Excuses Formula. Here on this episode, I'm going to share with you my life experiences, some of the things that you should be able to take home with you, and hopefully it will help and resonate with you in your life. My experience, I believe, is very valuable. I want to share some of that with you. I decided to really come forward with a podcast because something inside of me, deep inside of me, always told me my confidence need to resonate to the world. I was mainly brought up by my mother, which I think she did a phenomenal job with my uncles, with the big family that we have back home. She was able to raise three very successful, loving kids to this world, and I owe her a lot. So I think the confidence that she installed in me is bringing a big force to this world. So confidence is never given. Power is never given. It's earned. So you have to build it block by block. So you have to start way before you're ready. I have owned and managed many businesses in my life. You're never ever ready to start the business from scratch. Nothing is always aligned. Not necessarily you have the right funds for it, or you have the right people or the right crew. But the most important thing that I can assure you is you have to start. Obviously, I started in my family business back home in Israel. I remember when I was about 14, 15, even 16, I was very young, and I always wanted to hustle. Whatever I did, I needed to run, I needed to move things, I needed to change things. That has been the fire of my life for many years. It till today doesn't stop. I don't think it will ever stop. I hope it never stops, because I'm very determined. In order for you to get ahead in life, or in order for you to achieve anything in life, you really gotta pour your heart into it. I'm a very firm believer that you gotta dig deep. You know, it's not enough to come and just try to move things and show up to work and try to pretend you're at work. It just really doesn't work like that. The things that you really need to do is you really gotta dig deep. You gotta put the extra hours. You gotta invest in yourself, in the business, in anything you do. And usually these things kind of radiate. When I think I was about 15 or 16, I remember I used to always hammer my mom about we need to grow, we need to invest, we need to make sure that we keep going. You have always more expenses. The more you grow, the more expenses you have. So it's very important that you outgrow your expenses, that you outgrow the things. Otherwise, you're going to be always tangled in life, and then it's going to catch up with you. So one of the major things that I would like to get across for you today is that you have to outgrow anything that grows you. We had we're in the wine business back home in Israel, and we had the first wine store, so I wanted to open a second wine store. So I remember at 17, I believe, as soon as I got my license, I turned on the car and I just roamed around in another different neighborhood. 6 months later or a month later, we were actually opening our second store in Israel. So this is how I started my career. And after that, I went to college in the USA, and I did my marketing degree there. And I remember just before graduating, I wanted to start my own business. We had a trip, me and a few friends, to Las Vegas. We rented a limousine there, and then on the way back, we kind of did the math, and it was like, oh man, that could be a very profitable business. And the next thing you know is I opened the limousine business. That was my second business venture. And I remember I started with one limousine and I grew it to 4 limousines. And then I used to get a lot of extra jobs, and I used to farm them out to other companies. So I was really a good marketing savvy, and that second business really taught me a lot. It was where I made the most mistakes in my life. It's where I learned the most, and I learned the most that I needed to trust myself. There was nobody to technically help me with the business. In any business that you really want to take on, you never know everything about anything that you want to do. You have to take the momentum and the right attitude to start. You have to put the right foot first and then just go for it. Sometimes it's the smallest experience. Before you even buy a car, you go to the dealership and you test drive the car. You might not have the means for it, you might not have the right attitude or the right credit for it, but you really have to go and test it and feel it and work with it. The same thing applies for a business. For a business, you're not going to have the right design. You're not going to have the right concept. You're not going to have the right team. The only way to do it is to start. You have to start, and that's how I did with all the businesses that I've started. The energy that will drive through your force will always somehow work towards you, work towards your goal, works towards what you want to achieve. So this is a major part of it. And then the next steps would usually be is that when you get to the location, when you get to your destination, you have to always do an analysis and thorough investigation. Me, I always go with my gut. So if things start unfolding and they unfold right, usually I go with that path, even if sometimes the logic is not the best, or I don't go with the best price per se or the best I don't go there. I go with my gut. I have to listen to my gut at all the times. And if my gut tells me to move in that direction, usually it's where I head to. So those are a few of the tips that I highly recommend. I hope today you understood a bit about my life. I hope I could resonate with you more and more with more episodes. I'm very happy that I'm getting to the stage where I can help people, young people like yourself or older people. Some have less experience, more experience. I myself do a lot of studying at home. I watch a lot of inspirational people that inspire me, that inspired me to do the podcast. Very famous people like Dan Martell, Patrick Bet-David. They've been a huge inspiration for me. They resonate with me. They talk in my language. So I owe them a lot for bringing me forward. And I believe everyone should have a few people that they do follow. You have to make sure that whoever you pick that resonate with you and speak your language is the right team that will move you forward, because it's very important not to get distracted by a lot of people that can take you places that you don't want to end up. This is the ultimate goal, is to really give you my experience, things that I've been through, my shortcomings, my faults, my successes, and give them to you so that you will be able to take them, guide you in your life and help you. Wish you all the best, and we'll see you next episode.